All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a pretty killer looking car from Tamiya. This is their new Toyota GR Supra Custom. Now this is very similar to their previous release, the 24351 Toyota GR Supra model kit, 124 scale. Pretty much just like this, but this one comes with a few, I think it's another tree of additional parts, wheels, some added ground effect stuff, the carbon parts here. Other than that, I think it is very much the same as the original kit. But we're going to get inside this and check it out. So before we get inside, let's check out the box. 124 scale. It's in the sports car series. It's number 371 of their sports car series. Detailed static display model, dynamic, elegant form, captured in style, blah, blah, blah. You can choose from, of course, the Japan, US, and European spec, which means it has right and left-hand drive options. Two on the side that it shows is the red and the white. Really like both of those. I'm not quite sure what color I'm going to do. I'm really partial to white cars, so I may actually run that one, but we'll see when we get to the point of painting. Again, it is part number, it's going to be kind of hard to see the box here, 24371. A little bit of information about the GR Supra. Front and rear, of course, in the red. These are the colors that it's recommending, but I'm sure there's going to be more colors if you want to do extra detailing. If you want to paint it red, obviously these are not going to be the colors you're going to need. Okay, so let's get inside the box and see what comes in this kit. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is just to check out the body. Very delicate, but I'm sure it's just this rear end. Holy cow, come on now. The impenetrable plastic bag. Wow. All right, so the GR Supra body. This kind of reminds me of their latest Porsche model, where the body's kind of a shell and you add all of the other parts on there to kind of create the overall look, which is kind of nice because I'm actually working on another Tamiya car right now. It is the Honda City Turbo, and back when that car was done, the entire body was one entire mold, everything. So you're trying to paint everything as a mold instead of painting it separately and gluing it on. So I kind of like this a lot. They've done a good job with the updates of the kits. Right, the body. Okay, so here's the tree. Here's the spare tree that comes in this kit that didn't come in the original. And this has the new custom wheel, which I really like. Look how wide those wheels are. So beautiful. Rear valance, front spoiler, side pieces there. These are the inserts that go on the side here, like that. Lower kind of aero parts there. Rear spoiler, that is now a separate piece. Nice. I'm going to get straight to the other set of wheels. So you do get a chrome package of the original wheels. Why did they give you the original wheels? Well, probably because a lot of the other parts are still included on here, like the light buckets, so they can't just create a new mold for light buckets. So thankfully you get the old wheels as well. Maybe you can use those on another project. Nice chrome. Looks good. The tires. Tires are as they were in the first kit. Somewhat sticky. You'd think they were real race tires. The inserts that allow the wheels to roll. These are little rubber inserts that the wheel pegs push into when they're located in the suspension and allows the wheels to turn. And then your tires. Nice wide tires. Still no sidewall details. Kind of interesting, but you get 2 wide rears, 2 narrow fronts. Get a better look at the detailing there, really nice. The chrome tree. Might be time for a new blade there. Get your front and rear glass, side glass, rear lower tailgate or tail light kind of goes in there. side markers. Now I think this comes with masking, so you can mask around here or mask inside and spray this black. I think there's you can see kind of a scribe line along there. I think this masks the inside and you spray the outside black so you kind of get that detailed look on the windows. Nice chrome parts. And we have the interior. This car is a curbside, does not include an engine, which is kind of a bummer. It'd be nice to build a Supra engine. But everything else is included. You get a full interior, multi-piece seats. These are the top. I don't see the headrests on here, so they may be on the other tree over there. The left-hand drive, right-hand drive dashboards. Interior panels, center console. This looks like the front grille area. Steering column. Windshield wipers. Right-hand drive and left-hand drive windshield wipers, because obviously they would scrub the window differently. Nice tree of parts there. The next bag here I guess I should just take the staples out. Probably be the easier way to do that, right? And then we have, how come I don't see it? It must be in there. More black parts. You got the chassis. Again, once the front suspension is on, you really don't see. There's actually a cover that goes here. It might be this here. No, I didn't see the cover. Maybe the cover's in there. So once you put the suspension on, put the cover on, you really don't see any bottom part of the engine anyway. I like the channel there. Nice detailed channel area for the exhaust. You do get front and rear, or front suspension parts, rear suspension parts. Steering link. Looks like a roll bar. These are the inserts for the chrome wheels. Kind of give them some different color. Suspension, and then your interior. And the final tree, we're going to be smarter than a plastic bag this time. And how much easier that was. The final tree is, of course, body parts, rear deck lid, steering wheel, mirrors. Here's the seat, part 2 of the seats, exhaust, brakes and calipers. Wish the rotors were separate pieces, but it's okay, we can detail that. Exhaust, covers for, it looks like the center console pieces, and suspension. Oh, and then the lower, I guess, skid plate, suspension skid plate. So again, once that gets put on the bottom here, painted of course, you wouldn't see any of the engine anyway, so no engine being showed. And then we have the paperwork. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. I have a comment. Okay, first thing is, of course, Tamiya's Tech Tips. Gives you some tips on cutting the parts off the trees, drilling if you need to drill, remove any excess plastic, gluing, detailing, removing plating if you need to glue. You're not really supposed to glue plated parts in because the plating will come off and the parts will come off, but I've done it before. And the newer paint doesn't seem to be a big issue, but if you handle your cars a lot, you probably want to take the plating off before putting them in. Painting, and then kind of using rattle cans. The next paperwork is Toyota GR Supra Custom, all in Japanese. Oh, wait. There's your English, and this might be German, and maybe French. So a little bit of background information on the Supra itself. I'll have that in the review on the Scale Car Modeler website. Then the detailed manual of all your paints required, your tools required. and then building of the car. And it does include, for the instructions, it does include the custom wheels, but if you want to use the regular wheels, it also shows that too. So there's the little like white, I think they're over here, the white caps that go on top of the center console. Multi-piece seats, steering wheel, left and right hand drive, little kind of deck lid area, rear deck, attaching all the body parts. There's your masking for the windows. Grill work, lights, installing the lights, installing the rear valance, lower valance, and then final body details, putting the body on the car, and then of course like the mirrors, exhaust tips, and that kind of stuff. And then the detailed sticker sheet. Now what I'm noticing, let's get to this first though, because what I'm noticing, which I was kind of excited about, but I'm not seeing that in here. So there is the metal pieces, metal chrome for like the mirrors, the logos, and then the decal sheets themselves, which is going to be, okay, no. There's the decal sheet itself. Nice decal sheet. And the window masks for the glass. Now, again, here's what I'm seeing that I'm a little concerned about. Not concerned, but kind of bummed about. This body shows carbon piece here, carbon. Kind of look, that could be carbon back there. Nowhere does it show any carbon in the kit. There's no carbon decals. There's no carbon look to these parts, which is kind of a bummer because it displays it on the body, and I was kind of excited about that because otherwise this just makes it like the original kit. So since there is no carbon, it doesn't show carbon on here. You may have to get some aftermarket carbon if you want to give it this look. You may have to get some aftermarket carbon and cover these parts. I don't know that I have the skill to do that. I may try it because I really love the look of the carbon on there. But those of you that have, a bit more skill can probably do that. I don't know if I'm going to. Anyway, back to this. Here's your decal application guide for the Supra. Anyway, so that is everything that comes in Tamiya's new Toyota GR Supra Custom Kit 24371.